So I recently got a request from a colleague to write a LinkedIn recommendation. It made me think about the last time I wrote one a couple of years ago and how my approach has changed since then. So today I'm sharing some easy steps to write LinkedIn recommendations that can boost your colleagues' profiles and also to make your own LinkedIn profile stand out. We'll break it down to 3 easy steps: getting your thoughts together, writing the recommendation, and lastly, adding some final touches. And I will explain how this will help your own LinkedIn profile as well. So let's get started. First, getting your thoughts together. So it is important to understand the purpose of this recommendation that you're writing for your colleague. Are you highlighting their skills, their character, or a specific project? Knowing this will help you focus your message. Think about a time when they did something really awesome or a skill they really nailed, and jot down a few notes. If you're not sure, it is totally okay for you to reach out to that colleague that you're writing a recommendation for, because that way actually it might help you focus your message. What does this person want me to highlight? This way you can highlight something that aligns with this person's career goals. Step 2, writing the recommendation. So this part, I think as long as you finish the first part, this will be a very easy one. So first, start by introducing your colleague and then tell them how you know this person. How is your work relationship? Where did you work together? For how long? Or on what project for how long? This kind of gives the readers a context of how you guys knew each other. So for example, I worked with Jane at this company for 3 years, where she showed an amazing project management skills. But of course, the skills, we'll get into more details, but this is how you can start off your recommendation. You can now highlight their skills or qualities that you admired or you think it's a great value for that next team or next company that will be working with this person. So focus on specific strengths and their achievements, but remember to be specific. So instead of saying, John is a great leader, say, John led a team of 10 on a critical project which boosted our website traffic by 20%, or something along this line. So try to be specific in what they did and how their achievements were. It's almost like writing a resume, but for your colleague, right? And when you write the recommendations, add your personal touches. Share your personal stories or experiences that shows their character. How they're optimistic, how they're always bringing the positive energy to the team. Maybe mention how they handled a tough situation and how they resolved it, or how they helped out a teammate only the person who worked with would know. Step 3, adding the final touches. This part is critical. It's the last, but it's very, very important. Make sure your tone is positive and genuine. Authenticity makes your recommendation more powerful. When the readers read, they can feel it. This is person actually passionately writing about this person, how their quality brought real great values to the team. So just be genuine and authentic. Secondly, keep it concise. You don't want to write a whole essay about this person. You want to keep it to roughly 3 to 5 paragraphs, but really concise and clear message is better than telling an entire story. So keep it short but detailed. Keep it clear and well structured. This is because it is easier for the readers to read and it's more effective. And do not forget to proofread your recommendation. Before you post it, make sure whichever plugins that you use, for me it'd be Grammarly, but any sort of tool that you can use, or you can have someone read it for you or have your colleague read it for you first, and make sure there's no typos, there's no grammatical errors and things of that nature. A polished recommendation will look good on both you and your colleague's profile. And just one more thing to point out, when you write this recommendation, this also shows up on your own profile, which means first, it highlights your connection and also it shows your ability to recognize and articulate others' strengths and their skills. which is a great way to optimize your LinkedIn presence. And it's just good practice to be able to recognize someone else's strengths and also be able to articulate in a way that is presentable. So that's it. Remember, start by getting your thoughts together, write a solid recommendation that is clean and concise but detailed, and finish with a personal touch. And of course, proofreading. Please do not forget to proofread. Please. Last thing you want to see is a grammatically incorrect sentence on both your colleague's profile and your own profile, especially on LinkedIn. I don't think I would want to see that on anyone's profile, right? So please make sure to proofread before you post. And do not forget that this benefits your profile, your LinkedIn presence as well, not just your colleagues. So make it count. Now, go ahead and write that LinkedIn recommendation. Thanks for watching. See you next time.